I've been coming here nearly 35 years. I was 18 when I started here. I had a beard when I started as well. I had a beard down here. If ACC wasn't here, I would go and if I wasn't working, I would go and get a job out in the community, working with tractors, machines and stuff. In those days, you couldn't get a job from when I came out, Loughton Manor. There was nothing around in those days. And my parents thought, oh, good idea to set up a centre for people with learning disabilities to come work. So I thought, Mum, Dad, that's a fantastic idea. So we set up a sponsored walk through Mencap. That's me and Mum, a few other people thought, oh, that's a fantastic idea. So we got everybody together to raise some money. And we get everybody together, we organise the walk, how far, and all the money's going to here. There was George Seth, Graham's mum and dad, Barnaby's mum, Susan Evershed, Paul Dunn's mum and dad, Graham's mum and dad, the Fielders, Chris Fielders' mum and dad were here when it started in those days, a long time ago. And then when I started, we dug all the holes for the glass house by hand. The rocks were this size, full size blisters, 100 blisters on my hand that size. And we used to put the first glass house up with Dad and Mum and me. We had a cup of tea, made scones, soup in those days. Came to work in the snow, blizzards, anything we had to come to work, we had to come to work. In those days, you had no choice. You had to come and set this building, set the work up. Then Dad goes, oh Ali, how would you like to come and do the plumbing? Oh, yeah, have a go at plumbing. So we put fixed all the water pipes up around the glass house, first glass house. And then we had cricket matches, so some of the old guys, we had cricket matches with Len, Mum and Dad and a few others up in the field. And one of the old staff used to hit the ball into the glass house, smashed one of the windows. It was cracked, huge crack. I goes to Len, there's a window smashed, mate. He goes, oh, don't worry about that, Ali. It won't affect us. I said, well, it will in those days. And we used to come and work in an old minibus down the road. And Len was driving it, and it got stuck, so we had to push it down coming into work. So we had to dig the road out to get the minibus out. And we had an old blue tractor, and I used to drive it. And they put the chain on the front, and the tractor was spinning. So come on, Len, right. Get in, Ali, it's like the tractor, right. I pulled it out, and I broke the thing on the front of the minibus off. The link, you know, the link on the bottom. I broke it off. And it snapped in half. So the chain snapped as well. So I go, what do I do then? Right, you go right back in the minibus and push it. So they push it on a special bunk. So we pushed it all out in the snow. And Barnaby and Graham and a few other Paul thought it was really funny. They went, you silly fool, what are you doing in those days? And then the first building we put up was the top building. And we put the sides up. We put balls on the side so you can. And we put numbers on, so like 1, 2 and 3 around the outside. Then we put the beams up. And we had open days here. The first open day by the Duchess of Norfolk. And we had an open day, and we had all cars, vehicles, and Duchess up the steps there. We stood by the Duchess up there. So right, now I'm going to open Aldingbourne up, and everybody on the step like this. We met the Duchess, shook her hand, and we met the Duke as well. And it was really good fun. Well, when I was with Len doing all the machinery and working all the tractors and putting the mower on, ploughing, rotavating, muck spreading, doing all the dry flowers for Brian, setting up the planter, going along, planting all the flowers and planting potatoes at the top field in those days. We had a potato spinner and John Bishop. We used to take turns to spin all the potatoes out. Then we grow all the potatoes, we put them in the bales down the bottom tunnel. We made stacked all the bales up, backed the trailer up, tipped potatoes in the bale there. We sold potatoes in those days. We sold melons, cucumber, lettuce, peppers, cucumbers would grow, melons, giant melons the size on plants in those days with Len. And Lindsay Nugent, we turned tap on, we used to go and feed them in those days. It was hard work, but it was joyful. You know, since I've been here from the whole beginning, I've seen changes done here, and it's going to get bigger. When we had a caravan at the top, and there was Len, me, and a couple of chaps, and we had an old cooker we found in the skip, and we made this cooker in the caravan. We put all electrics into the caravan. We found an old pot. We had soup, hot dogs, potatoes. Bring your soup in, you have it all made up in a hot pot like this. And there was Paul and Graham and Len and Lindsay on that side, 4 or 5 of us here, Jamie and that when we were here. And we had a little fire, and we, oh, the potatoes were lovely. Oh, that's lovely, baked potatoes were really nice. We were out them out of tin foil with forks, little forks from wood, so we made some little wood sticks out of wood for our baked potatoes. And we're going, that's very nice. So, but we brought some little ketchup and mustard and put mushrooms on top and cheese. That was good. That was very nice. And I had my hand potato there, and the blooming bird came down and pecked my potato out of my hand. Went, I said, excuse me, this is my food, not yours. And he goes, put the bird out, and then goes, where's your food? The bird nicked all my food in those days. If I give one advice to anybody here, it's good work to come work here, and it's fun, and the staff are really helpful and kind. I think you'll enjoy it, and you'll get on with them, and you'll make new friends very quickly. There's a lot here to do. You've got so much to do here, and you'll enjoy it more because you do quite a lot of other things in different groups. You do woodwork, you do cooking, and a few other things as well. And that's it, I think.